Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Content Takedown. I'm joined by the awesome Jordana Mark. Hi Jordana, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
All is good. So,
Thank you for having me on the show.
thank you for coming. Tell us about who you are, what you do.
I am Jordana Mark, social media expert and CEO of Make Your Mark.
Yay!
Yeah. We do digital marketing, so we do everything from teaching social media to managing social media, blog posts, web development, web design, um, you know, all the good stuff.
The full shebang.
The full shebang, anything that will help an entrepreneur or business owner make their mark online and level up their online presence.
I love how you used your name. That's brilliant. I can't do that because I'm a K, like make your stuff K. Like it just sounds like mediocre at the best of
So
times.
about K? Just do it. Kind of go like on a Nike there. Like K Yalla.
Hey, Yala. No, I don't think I can't get away with that. But yeah. It's okay. And also, my branding's already done, like I can't change it at this point.
The truth is, a bunch of my family members are entrepreneurs, and a bunch of them have also used the name Mark in their names.
Your sister, right? Beauty Mark.
My dad is J Mark Interiors, and I have a cousin who's On Your Mark Training as a personal trainer. I had to figure out a way to use the mark in it.
Of course. No, that's very like enterprising in itself. I really like that. Okay, so talking of which, what are we going to be taking down today?
We're going to be taking down Make Your Mark's Instagram profile because I love Instagram, and Felicity, I feel like you're a much better content person than I am. So I'm ready for you to take down my content on my Instagram.
Okay, I mean, thank you. But I feel like your Instagram stuff is like completely on point. It's a whole separate conversation. But okay, let's see what we can do. So I'm going to share my screen.
Yalla.
Let us do this. There we go. Okay, so first of all, I love the profile picture. That's brilliant. I love how you've got both in your logo and your face. Like, so we can see who you are, but we can also see your branding. It's fantastic. Okay, so
it's important for me that when I'm like messaging people, or when people see a comment from me, that they could see my face and not just my logo, that they know it's Jordana talking,
This is always the tension between, you have to have your logo so you're recognizable, but you also have to be human. Like no one wants to interact with a logo. I hate that. I really hate it when I see comments from people and, like you said, I can't see their face.
Yeah, I always look for like the best way to like incorporate it into the profile picture for my clients and for myself, and sometimes it's really hard, but I don't know, I guess we made it work here somehow.
I think you did very well. And this is also really nice. I would say the only thing that doesn't look as branded is this cover.
Yeah, no, the truth is I haven't gotten to my highlights yet, and I really should.
I don't think it's the most important thing. You know yourself.
And I have an idea of what they're going to look like, and I have an idea of what they're going to be, and stay tuned for the next couple of days where we change up the highlights.
Yeah, and also because you're just, you're starting out, so there's like a million and one things that you need to be doing. Like I completely get you.
It just wasn't top priority, but it's definitely going to happen.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to go into like a few different thingies here, yeah?
Please do, yes.
Okay, so first things first, Jordana Mark Digital Marketing. This is where small businesses and entrepreneurs on any level make their mark online. Love it. We'll help you get the exposure you need to grow your biz. Okay, so the first thing I want to say about this is it's nice. I understand what you do, but it's like proper real estate that is not being utilized correctly. As in it's fine, it's just it can be a bit stronger. So the way that I would do this is, first of all, I chop it up. I'd make it like nice, kind of like 3 little emojis and as a list, talking about the different things you do. And secondly, I'd put in different keywords, hashtags, things that people are searching for. So for example, it could be about your services. We offer hashtag small businesses, hashtag entrepreneurs, digital marketing services. And that's like one line. And then you'd have like an emoji with, I don't know, social media, or the Instagram stories thing, Instagram stories curation or whatever it is. I know the proper term. Facebook ads running. Again, I don't know the proper term. That kind of stuff. Because it also looks visually a lot more interesting.
That's true. I do
Exactly.
like bullet points. I like when other people have bullet points on their bio. I should consider that for myself.
Yeah, like I don't know why it makes it much more like nice to look at, much more kind of like eye-catching. Like you've done with the little emoji here, you could have that emoji there and a little list. But also then you're kind of like pulling double duty. You're hashtagging. Bella, just trying to get out the door. They're hashtagging so people can actually find you that way, but it also looks nice and explains who you are. Another thing here, it tells me your name obviously and what you do, but for some reason, like I feel in my gut that it should be, Jordana Mark, make your mark digital marketing, if you have that kind of allowance or
It
something.
doesn't need that much text in it. I reached
Right.
my what's it called?
Quota. Allowance.
Capacity. Yeah. The
Character
character
cap.
capacity.
We would go there. Yeah. I've forgotten words. Yeah, I mean, I don't, because look, technically it should say exactly this. There's just something, I feel this tension that it should be slightly more branded. So even something like make your mark with Jordana. Make your digital mark with Jordana. Would that fit? That might fit.
I don't know. Like this is the max what's in there now. So I'll have to play around with something like that.
Play around with it, but I like that it says make your mark here. I like that it says make your mark here. I'm just missing it here.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, it's not a must. I just think it would be a little bit more branded. Make your mark with Jordana. I think it should be okay. Try it. We can always take it offline and play around with it later.
Yeah. I'm gonna see how much time I have over there to play around.
Yeah, definitely have a play around, but definitely make it more eye-catching and experiment with it. See what works for you. But this could also be a nice way to get some lead generation.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's have a little look. So we're going to go into a few of your posts and see what we can do to maximize it. So join us for a quick sit-down combo and a little about a new exciting everyday story ideas. So new questions, join us live and ask. Can't wait to see you there. So this is for your story workshop, everyday story ideas. So the thing with Instagram posts is you have to assume that people haven't been following you. They don't know who you are. So every post in itself is kind of like a little bit of a funnel. So you have to warm them up at the beginning for explaining what you want. Now, Instagram is great because you've got like literally over 2,000 characters in which to do this for every post. I know it's a drain. I know it's annoying having to like write a million things for every single post, but like that's just how it is at the meantime. Unless you're like Kim Kardashian or any other celebrity that you can just drop a picture with like one word, like this is what we all have to do, us mere mortals. So for this, I think it can be a little bit longer, saying, talking about the pain point of everyday stories. It's a pain having to do this, no one knows what to put, and like then you've got to do it every day, several times a day. How often do you do that? Like really talk to the pain point in one like sentence or two sentences, and then you talk about your solution. So I'm doing this workshop, everyday stories, blah 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 blah, and then you do the join us for a quick sit down combo call to action, and that's that. Like I just think there needs to be a little bit more of an introduction there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes like when I'm creating the content for like my posts, I always feel like it's kind of a bore to just like repeat myself over and over again when I'm talking about everyday story ideas. But I guess we can, like you said, like do different pain points in each post, or like, kind of make like a bank of what we want to talk about with everyday story ideas as a whole. And then for each post, just take a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that
exactly.
Would be
and here's the very sad thing that no one really like understands, especially for entrepreneurs. It's very, very tough to kind of internalize this, but no one reads all your content apart from you. Whether that's your friends, people in, no one does.
Also, I always tell people that like also different people consume content in different ways. So you have the written, and you have the graphic, and you have the picture, and you have the video, and you have the blog, and you have all these things, and people are usually reading like just one.
So not even, people are skimming just one. That's why like emojis are so good, and making sure that everything is very broken down, very important. Yeah. And also there's a lot of competition. People are, your story pops up, someone else's story pops up, a post, a hashtag, like it goes like that. So that's the thing, is that you need to make it interesting and grab someone's attention right from the start.
Yeah.
But also this is selling straight away. You don't want to sell straight away. It's got to be very like pushing it onto the user. You've got to capture their attention first, basically say what you can do for them, then like what they need, then what you can do for them, and then sell. Right. It's the sad truth of our daily lives. Yes.
That is for sure.
Yes. Shall we look at another?
Yes, please.
Cool. Okay, so this one, have you been wondering how to use Instagram stories for business? Do you watch people do cool things and wish you could do them too? I mean, all the time. Admit it, you don't know what how to post an Instagram story. Come on, how to use stories that have full potential for your business. We'll be covering all kinds of, very nice. So this is much more like what I was saying before. However, I think this question is good. Have you been wondering how to use Instagram stories for business? I think even hedging it a little bit more and saying like, oh, you know, like, what do I put for stories? Like, you know, why do I need a story? Even just addressing those more direct pain points, that could be like very, very powerful, you know, because this is the meat. This is exactly what you want. But I think maybe it's a little bit too general still, you know. I think you have to shock people, especially while you're in it, you're, you know, doing this on Instagram, you're trying to like convert that to Instagram. Making it much more kind of like what is that phrase we say, you know, really putting your fingers into the wound, like really putting the salt in. That's what you need to do. Like, don't be afraid of like moving people. I think, what did my my tutor I was studying creative writing, and he said basically, you know, making people feel happy is not that powerful. Making people feel rage is much more motivating. Rage, anger, hurt, that's what kind of brings them to like, to you, to feeling something for you and to want to work with you, I guess. So this, it's like really, really dig into it.
Maybe I should have like switched the second question to be first and the first one to be second, because do you watch people do cool things and wish you could do them too? I feel like that's much more of like a putting some salt on the wound, you know?
Yeah,
like,
but take it to the max.
On their stories, and you should be, you know, like, why can't you do them also?
Yeah, but like even then, like, don't be afraid to offend people. Like, take it to the max. You know, like, are your stories crap? You know, you can't be bothered to do stories. Do you even know what you're doing with stories? Like, I mean, obviously that's not your brand. That's much more me being rude. But you know, but turn it into something like that.
Whatever. I can be a rude brand.
Don't be a rude brand. That's not what I'm saying. Not at all. Like, not for you. You're not that person. But you know, make it much more like, you know, oh, do you really have time to do stories? What do you even do for stories? Should you even bother doing a story? That kind of thing. And you know, do you wish, you know, are your stories cool enough? That kind of thing. But having a few questions there that speak directly to a pain point, I think is very powerful.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to something else. So let's have a quick look at this. So this is the how to email like a boss. Graphic. It's a course graphic.
Yeah, if you keep swiping through, when you keep sliding through on that graphic, no, go back, like on the graphic itself.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, cool. So let's say that I've never seen this before up until just a second ago. Let's say I've never seen it before. The same thing goes here. I think I need a lot more explanation of who you are, what this is, why it's relevant. But like, no, sorry, backwards. So why this is relevant, what this is, and who you are. It was misleading the way I phrased it before because it's literally the other way around. So
it says how to email like a boss on the front, like, because that's kind of saying, no?
It is. But imagine that people are very, very simple-minded. That's the best marketing tip I can give anyone. You know, imagine that you have to speak to the lowest common denominator. So even though I see this, I don't make the connection in my head between this and this. You know? So even if you do your first line something like email like a boss, you know, it's like I was saying to you before about your name, your tagline, and your logo. Everything is branded apart from that. Even though I can see your Jordana, that's your business, that's your like, and I can see it 100 other places. I still need to see it slightly there as well. Maybe. I mean, it, you know, that's what I would feel. But with this, I had this on my desktop for a few years now. I think it's into okay. So I would start off by saying email like a boss. Pain point, pain point, pain point. You know, people piss you off in emails and you don't know how to respond and blah, blah, blah. Then go into what this is, and then go into, you know, like how you can help in this situation. So this would be the last paragraph. This is a fantastic graphic. Did you make this?
I did make this. I based it off something else that I found and that I've been like always looking back to. And it was just like, basically like I found a graphic that was similar to this, that I really did have it on my desktop for a few years. And I kept on like taking it and adding to it and changing it and making it like more of my own. And then I finally made my own graphic from it. So that's
great. No, repurposing, it's all about, I love it. This is fantastic. But yeah, I definitely think pain point, first of all, then go into the like, you know, why this can help someone. And then this paragraph will be the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And then even with the nice CTA, you know, oh, book your free session with me to discuss blah, blah, blah. Like how to email like a boss.
Right.
You know, always turn it back into a selling opportunity, but only the end, because remember, someone has come through that whole funnel in your post.
Right. All right. Cool.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. So Jordana, how was that for you?
Fun. It was insightful. It was very insightful.
Good. I'm really glad. So thank you for coming. And if you would like to be featured on the next Content Takedown, please get in touch, DM me, message me. We would love to have you.